Hey everybody, it's Krista with Saddlebox, and for today's video, let's talk about what you will need in order to travel with your horse. Okay, so maybe you are traveling down the road just for a couple hours and you're coming home after, or you are traveling a long distance and you're staying for a while. Here are a couple things that you are going to need for your horse on that trip. First thing I would say to bring is obviously hay. You want your horse constantly eating. You don't want them to form ulcers or anything. So hay is very important to always have in front of them, especially when they're in the trailer or when you bring them out of the trailer. Always have a hay bag in front of them with their normal hay. Whenever, whatever's in your routine, always have that in front of them. The next thing that's important is water buckets and just buckets for your grain. It's really important to kind of just keep their routine up as you are on the road. I would say if you're gonna forget one thing, to forget grain and bring hay. That's not ideal, but hay is a little bit more important than grain on the road because hay is something that can always buffer the acid in their system. But again, you always want to keep their routine going, so make sure you have your grain. And always bring a first aid kit for your horse. Another important thing to bring is obviously your tack. So whatever you're going to be doing there, if you are competing or showing, make sure you have all your tack, all your grooming supplies, and extra, because you never know, you may forget something, or you may just think oh, I'm overpacking, but you actually need it when you get there. It's always a good idea to bring extra of the things that you'll need. So like an extra hay bag, extra buckets, extra halters, maybe some extra grain or extra hay in case you get stuck somewhere and you need, you need to stay over the night again. You're gonna wanna bring things for your trailer, not just for your horse. So if you get a flat tire, you have everything you need to fix it. For your truck as well, that applies to both of those. So always remember that, because flat tires will happen at the most inconvenient times. One more really important thing that I like to always bring with me on the road is electrolytes. So I'll usually bring a syringe, and I'll give that to them as needed, because a lot of horses don't always like to drink on the road. So a syringe of electrolytes is really helpful. I will bring omeprazole as well. That is an acid blocker essentially, and just Banamine general medicine that you always have on hand here. Bring it with you on the road, because again, when you are traveling, that's when things seem to go wrong most of the time with horses. They're accident prone in general, so bringing them to a new place just kind of amplifies all that. So always bring all of the medical stuff that you have at home, that you have on hand with you on the road. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Safe travels.